Well, welcome everyone to the official Salford City podcast, and this week we're looking ahead to the Tranmere Rovers game this weekend and the junior takeover day at the Peninsula Stadium. We're also going to be discussing the results from this past week as well. We're going to be talking about that match in the EFL Trophy, as we'll be catching up with Kyrell Malcolm, Kevin Berkoe and Brandon Cooper. But before then, let's go back, way back, to last Friday night, a 1-1 draw with Cheltenham, and we're joined now by a goal scorer who was there right when he was needed on the back post. Kadeem Harris joins us now. Kadeem, if you can remember that far back, because it seems a long time ago, but congratulations on that performance on Friday night and that all-important equaliser.
Yeah, appreciate it. It was one of those where obviously it was great to get the last-minute goal, but I think overall everyone was quite disappointed with not getting all 3 points. Put a lot of pressure on them from the beginning of the game all the way to the end. And we let up a lot of opportunities that we had to score goals. So, yeah, I was happy to get the last-minute goal, but overall a little bit of a disappointment, and hopefully we could take that disappointment into this game and kind of rectify where we went wrong.
Salford still trail here by 1-0 at home to Cheltenham Town. George Grant, one arm raised, in comes the cross now, in it comes, it's headed clear though by Cheltenham. Possession picked up again by Salford in the guise of Matt Butcher, who plays it out to the right hand side to Longelo. Longelo now crosses this ball in, Cheltenham going further back, and there's Kadeem Harris meeting the ball on the back post of Salford City, scoring equaliser here in added time in the 3rd minute of additional time. As Salford draw back level from one wing back to another. Rosaire Longelo there from the right hand side, picking up possession from Butcher, crossing that ball in, met by Kadeem Harris and cementing, in my humble opinion, his man of the match performance tonight, Kadeem Harris, by scoring that all-important equaliser. It's one apiece.
Just to mention for your own performance, Rosaire Longelo as well, both of you were named in Team of the Week last week, and deservedly so. You both wing-backs combining really well, and you tried that cross to the back post a couple of times. Penalty shout involved in there as well in the second half. But the two of you have got a good connection, even though you're separated by an entire pitch.
Yeah, I mean, Ros is talented. I think there's a lot of talented players in the squad, whole squad really. Now we got depth as well. He played really well on Friday, so he deserved that. He deserves to get an assist. I think he deserves a couple goals now as well come his way. I'm sure they'll come during the season, and whatever we do in that position, when all around the pitch, I think we've got depth in numbers and very, very good players all around. So I'm very happy with the squad that we've got now. Yeah,
and talking about that squad, obviously we're going to get to the Wigan game shortly on this week's show, but we've done the summer transfers now. You were part of that wave of new talent coming into the club. What's your thoughts on just how good this squad is now we're into September?
Very good. I've only been in League Two for probably about a year now. I was at Carlisle last, and I don't think I've seen a squad with as much depth and quality that we possess now. I think it's a step forward in that what we all want, which is promotion. We just got to gel now and get that consistency on the pitch and finish our chances, and I'm sure we'll be up there.
Yeah, and as a player who wants to play every week, but it's not possible to play every week in a squad like this, what does that mean for you? Does it just, to state the obvious, does it intensify your training and your preparations for games as well?
Yeah, of course. I think it's great to have competition in the squad. It keeps people on it. It keeps the laxy-daisy side of things away, and everybody wants to put in 100% daily and keep their spot. And if they haven't got a spot, then get that spot. So it's great to have competition now, and like I said, there's great competition all around the pitch.
Let's talk about the Tranmere game. Well, I've got you here, Kadeem, as well. It's junior takeover day this weekend, so there's going to be plenty of youngsters there. Youngsters tend to like flair players and attacking wingers who drive at defenders, so you're going to have a good afternoon.
Yeah, I like to think so. I like to put on a show for them. I remember being young once and coming to games hoping to be entertained, so looking out for players like myself. So hopefully I can, like I say, put on a show for them and we can win the game. Most importantly.
I mean, that's the most important thing, isn't it? It is getting back to winning ways in the league.
Yeah, of course, if you want to get promotion like we're set out to do, then these kind of games are the ones, especially at home, that you want to win. So hopefully we go out there and do that.
Well, hopefully the weather's going to be a bit better here on Thursday, and it's starting to rain. So last question, Kadeem. I'm wearing a hat, but you're not. I mean, just to say, it's going to be tough, though, against Tranmere Rovers, but are you looking forward to the challenge of taking on this team?
Of course, it's going to be tough, but I think I'm looking forward to every game, every team that we play against, and I think everyone in the team is as well, especially at home. So, yeah, like I say, hopefully we go out there now and get all 3 points.
Good stuff. Kadeem, thanks for joining us, and congratulations for last week.
Thank you very much.
And that is full-time, and Salford kick off their EFL Trophy campaign this season in Group A in the Northern section with a victory tonight here at Wigan Athletic by 2-0.
Well, let's talk about Tuesday night now at Wigan and the Vertu Trophy match, the 2-0 victory over at Wigan Athletic. And one of the good performances on the night was Kevin Berkoe, back from injury, and a good display, I thought. Kevin, you join us now here on the podcast. I mean, what was your thoughts getting back to competitive football?
Yeah, it felt good. I think that is my first one since pre-season. Obviously, I got injured and was out for like a month. So yeah, it was good to just get a feel of it. And 80 minutes, yeah, it was good.
Grant plays it back, and Asamoah there in the back of Cooper, but we're playing on. Good challenge from behind there by Kevin Berkoe. A last-ditch challenge, an important challenge from Berkoe.
A very good challenge. At that point, I think we were 1-0 up, so there was a chance of Wigan coming back into it. They had some decent chances in the first half, didn't they? But we hit them with that early goal in the second half. But the win, I think, relied upon that last-ditch challenge there to make sure that we kept them at arm's length. What was going through your brain during that moment?
Obviously, I think the ball was in the air. Coops.
He got pushed, I thought.
Coops headed. He headed it, and then I think George tried to come back to Coops, and then it went over his head. Then I thought, so seeing the guy come behind him, and then, it was a foul, pushed him or barged him or whatever, and then I thought, let me get back quickly, and then luckily I got the ball, and it was a clean tackle, yeah.
I mean, as a footballer, you want to score goals, but as a defender, you want to do challenges like that. So what does that do for your confidence?
Yeah, it just gave everyone's saying, great challenge and stuff like that, just praising me. So yeah, it was a good challenge, and good to keep a clean sheet as well. Obviously, chomping goal. So quality players coming in as well. With the amount of quality we possess as a team is good as well, and there's more quality to come back. And obviously more quality, more players that are key to the team as well. So yeah, we're looking forward to getting as much minutes under our belt. So yeah, long season as well. So
yeah, it is a long season, isn't it? And just to mention for the EFL Trophy more generally, because now we've got a squad like this, that team we put out on Tuesday, that's a pretty strong team, isn't it?
Very strong team, very, very strong team to start off with. And then even the second half, when we taking players, we're bringing on more experienced players on as well, and quality. So yeah, it's a good team. The depth is incredible. So yeah, everyone will play a part this season, and yeah.
Well, we're joined by Rosaire Longelo as well, who's just lurking in the background. Just a quick question to you, Ros, as well, just about that atmosphere in the team where we are playing in the EFL Trophy and we've put a good team out. We've just come off the back of that last-ditch equaliser against Cheltenham in the league with a good crossing from yourself. What's the general mood like in the dressing room now?
I think it's even better now that Kev Berkoe's returning from injury. He's a life and soul of our team, so everyone's just glad to have him back, and the mood's great in the camp. Just got to keep it going.
You also had a shot on goal as well, Kev, right at the end of the half as well. So that was showing the other side of your game, that positive streak going forward.
Yes, the ball was bouncing. I thought I was going to misjudge it, but obviously I got it to Jay. Jay played it back, and then it was a good touch in. But then I scuffed my shot, so yeah.
But you're in a good place.
Yeah. I feel good. I feel fit, ready to go in it. So
well, congratulations for Tuesday night, Kev. That was a great performance. Appreciate and welcome back. Ros, just before you go, we've already spoken to Kadeem Harris this week. We had 2 players in the team of the week, and you were the other one. So congratulations.
Thank you very much. May the hard work continue.
Good stuff, Ros. Thanks for joining us with a cameo appearance, and we'll catch up with the pair of you soon.
And here comes Malcolm now, down the other end. Malcolm to the byline, can't find an opening for a cross, but keeps possession for the Amis. Got support here from Garbett. Garbett takes a touch, then crosses the ball in. Bird is there. Is it going to fall for Stockton? Indeed it does. And Cole Stockton pokes it over the line and he scores his first goal of the season. And Salford have doubled their lead with 9 or so minutes left to go. Following a good corner from Wigan down the other end, Salford on the attack down the left-hand side. Malcolm and Garbett combining on the left-hand flank across into the box, and there's Cole Stockton 5 yards out to poke the ball into the net, and it's 2-0, and that is Salford almost home and hosed in this first game in the EFL Trophy.
And sticking with the theme now of Tuesday night, Kev Berkoe had a very good game, but so did this man in front of me here. Kyrell Malcolm joins us now. Kyrell, that was some performance from you on Tuesday night. Did you have fun?
Yeah, thank you. And yeah, I had loads of fun, obviously, to get man of the match as well. I was buzzing. Once I went on Instagram and seen it, and I got tagged in a post, I clicked straight on it. And then, I felt like I kind of deserved it in a humble way.
I mean, this month that we've just had, loads of recruitment, an influx of really good calibre transfers into the club. How important was it for you to put a marker down as a member of the younger side of this squad, and you did that on Tuesday?
Yeah, I feel like being a youngster and obviously stepping up into the first team. With the players coming in, I want to put a marker on and show the manager that I can play in that environment. I'm playing against men and compete.
I've noticed a bit of a step change from yourself, and we see this with younger players, you know, from 16 to 17 to 18. You're becoming a man, aren't you? And at the start of this season, the performances have been there from yourself. You've gone up a notch or two, performance-wise.
Yeah, I feel like on the pitch, obviously, as I get older, more experience, I'm maturing on the pitch and I'm more composed. Back then, maybe like when I was 17, 16, I was more rushing on the ball. Now, I'm starting to be confident, get out my man, show what I'm about.
Woodburn to his right-hand side to Malcolm. Malcolm now with Sessegnon in front of him. Malcolm into the penalty area. On his right foot, goes for the near post. And down to his left-hand side. It's another good save from Tom Watson, denying Malcolm this time round. Good play from Malcolm. He just saw a little glimmer of light down to the bottom corner there on Tom Watson's near post. However, Watson just got down in time to shut the door. Came off the post as well, I think, that one.
It says a lot about this squad, and Karl mentions his post-match that we now want to win every game that we're in, including in the trophy.
Well, yeah, as a team, the starting 11, obviously we've not really played together as much, but I still felt like we played solid as a team and put in a good performance. I feel like the gaffer wanted to get players minutes, and obviously he said in the interviews he wants to play youngsters, and I'm grateful for the opportunity he gave me.
Tying the whole thing up in a nice bow, involved in the Cole Stockton goal right at the end as well. So not an official assist, but certainly involved.
Yeah, pre-assist. Obviously got the ball 1v1. Couldn't get the cross in, so thought I'd come back, give it to Garbs. I know he has a good cross on him. So
yeah, and you hit the post as well in the first half too, and set up Woody to hit the crossbar as well. So you're in the mix, aren't you? You're in the manager's thoughts.
Yeah, I feel like after that game, definitely will be in manager's thoughts, because I felt like I was creating chances. I was dangerous going forward and defending, obviously, as well, because right wing position you have to defend. I felt I was solid at the back as well.
Well, Kyrell, big congratulations, mate, on your man of the match on Tuesday. If you are in the squad on Saturday, looking forward to the challenge of Tranmere Rovers just before we go.
Yeah, hopefully we can go. It's at home as well, get 3 points and end on a good week.
Kyrell, big thanks for joining us, mate.
Thank you.
The referee blows his whistle. We're going to have this free kick now for Salford. It is going to be Ben Woodburn to take. Crossed in towards the back post area. Cooper gets to it, heads it along the goal line, and there, dead centre, 2 yards out, is Ollie Turton, and he couldn't miss from there. A well-worked free kick that from Salford. Woodburn crossing it in there, and Cooper rising well to head it back along the goal. And there is Ollie Turton to score his first goal for the club. 5 minutes into this second half. Good play and a good header as well from Turton. The ball was going behind him and he had to basically lie down in mid-air there to get his head to it. He did well, Matrix style.
Well, shortly we're going to be talking about Tranmere Rovers, as we'll be joined by Head Coach Karl Robinson. But before then, one of the debutants from Tuesday night's win at Wigan was Brandon Cooper, and Brandon joins us now. And Brandon, an assist in your first game and a clean sheet. Not a bad evening.
Yeah, great start. Love being out there with the boys, and like you said, clean sheet makes it all better, and if I can chip in and get an assist, then make a difference at the end. Happy days.
I mentioned in the build-up, Karl, taking the opportunity on Tuesday night to bed in the new players, bring a couple of players back from injury. But as a result of that, you're all being thrown together. You never played before, but it felt like, and I suppose this is the quality of the squad we've got, like you'd been playing together all pre-season and all of August.
Yeah, look, it's a great squad here. There's good players, and obviously brought in some quality as well. So you play with good players, it makes it a bit easier, doesn't it? So, but yeah, I think it's good, like learning what Karl wants from the team and getting reps of that in a game. You know, makes it so much better for us to do it together, like you said, and building those connections. That can only help us because we're going to need everyone as the season goes. It's a long season, and we need to make the most of it and learn as quick as we can and start getting points on the board.
Yeah, it's a couple of weeks since you signed and we caught up then when you arrived at the club, but now you've got a game under your belt. You've been training as well. I mean, what's your thoughts on how strong this squad is?
Look, I think the first thing is it's a great group of people. Actually, I've loved coming in every day. I'm looking forward to seeing the boys, and I think that's the most important thing, and that's a big part for me in successful teams of having a good group and enjoying it together, so we can actually get to work out there, but also just looking forward to more now, just because I've enjoyed it, and just want to be doing more with the lads and getting some wins.
Let's touch upon the goal that you were part of, a good free kick in from Ben Woodburn. Headed it right across goal for Ollie Turton, who did his Neo from the Matrix to crane his neck to get to it. But just walk us through your input in that goal.
I think it starts with the preparation. Like, we worked on it the day before, and I think it's key. I think you play how you train. I think as much as we can get done out here, I think will help us in the game. And we worked on that the day before, and I think just getting myself in there, getting a bit of time in, and I like to be a threat in the box. I like to cause a bit of mayhem, try and get in there, try and get the end of stuff, and even if I'm just a bit of a nuisance for someone else to get a goal. If we can add in those set piece goals, they add up over the season. You know how big that is in League Two and other leagues as well, to be fair. But just trying to get in there, and like you said, Turch was doing a bit of a break dance. I think when he got on the end of it, he said to me, I don't know how I got on the end of that, but just a bit of a reaction one. I think just getting back across goal. Yeah, and Turch was in the right position, and I think it just shows how important set pieces are, because in that game that gets us going, and then obviously Cole comes in and scores another one as well. So I think it's a massive part of the game. I think we can really build on that this season. Yeah,
absolutely. I've got a tricky job doing these podcasts each week because I get to speak to players, but I don't necessarily know if they're going to be in the squad, let alone starting on Saturday. I mean, we'll touch upon Tranmere Rovers in a second, but just to mention for the trophy as well, because it'll be a month till the next trophy game, but that's a good team, and whoever Karl picks for that team out of the squad we've got, we're going to be contenders, aren't we, in that competition this year?
Well, definitely. I think you've got every game you go into, you've got to be wanting to win. I think you can't pick and choose when you want to win. You either are a winner or you're not, and so I think, like you said, it's a great squad. If we can push on all fronts and build that momentum, winning in games like that builds that mentality, builds that breeding of winning, clean sheets. You take them all, the goals for boys who are looking to get up and running like Cole, it's massive. So just keep building. Like I said, in a month's time when we come back to that cup, we'll try and build on that. Now Tranmere, we need to be all focused on that and get the next win.
Yeah, obviously because it's a Tuesday night game, 7:00 in the EFL Trophy. It wasn't the biggest crowd ever there, but this weekend it's junior takeover day at the Peninsula Stadium. If you are selected, how much you're looking forward to being part of it?
Yeah, massively. I was on the bench the other night, and love being around there for the first time. But now I just want to get on the pitch and do what I can, as much as all the other boys want to. I think that's the main thing. Like I said, it's a good group. Everyone wants to be out there, and whoever's picked needs to get out there and do the best they can for the team, and that's how it goes. I think that's the mentality we need to have this year.
Well, let's catch up with Karl Robinson now with his pre-match thoughts. But Brandon Cooper, big thank you for joining us this week. Cheers, and all the best this weekend.
Thank you very much.
Karl, big thank you for joining us on Thursday ahead of this weekend's match over Tranmere Rovers. It's been a very productive week, to say the least. How have you found it?
It's still only Thursday. It's been a really busy week. It's been a very aggressive week, I think, for ourselves. I think you've seen how hard everyone's worked behind the scenes to try and make the transfers happen. And there's multiple people you want to thank, first and foremost. Ross and Paul, who've worked around the clock to put these players up, and then obviously the football club being able to be aggressive in their thought process to try and get deals over the line. I think everybody's worked really, really hard, and we're really, really happy with our acquisitions, and we're looking forward to seeing some of them hopefully participate in the game on Saturday.
We mentioned this post-match on Tuesday, but how useful was that performance on Tuesday to embed those new players?
It's strange. Obviously, you look at obviously what went on Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday, and then with the game that we had on the Tuesday as well. It's been you sort of don't know where you are in some ways, but I was so happy with the way the players conducted themselves in their professionalism. We dominated large part of the football game. We asked great questions of them, and we looked like a very strong team with the multiple changes that we made, but it was still a very, very strong team, and in any level to get a win is important.
And the other thing to mention as well, and this goes back to the squad, and all credit to them, apart from a couple of misplaced passes here or there, it felt like the team had played throughout pre-season and throughout August as well for large chunks of the game.
I think some of the players that we brought in, I think we part of our questions where we want to look like they'd always been here.
Yeah.
So we tried to find players. I think I spoke to you Monday, was it? About the transfer window. Yeah. And I said about how we handpick some of these players so the integration aspect will be a little bit less than what people may think it should be. So we even actually bringing Dan in this week. He's trained really well this week. He's in a really good place, and you can see small combinations start to appear, and it's exciting.
That's the tricky task for you, though, isn't it, to work out which combinations are going to work each week?
Yes and no. I think that we have an idea what we want to do anyway. I think that's why we bring these players in. You just hope in any transfer that you do, there's always elements of a transfer that you're not 100% sure of the outcome. Players settling in, families, injuries, just the whole mindset of certain moves. Once you make a move, it's how hard you're willing to work to make that move right, and not just expecting it to happen. And that, as a football club, we're very inclusive in how we bring new players in, and we want to work hard with them to make them feel happy in and around the Salford area and playing for Salford at the same time. And I think all of our players that we brought in up to now are certainly enjoying living around here. They're certainly enjoying playing for the football club, and you can see by the way they're training, they love being around their new teammates.
Oh, good stuff. Let's talk about Tranmere Rovers then this weekend. I mean, what's your thoughts on this challenge? Because they ended the season quite well, and they've started this season quite well as well. So, I mean, what's your thoughts on Tranmere?
Well, yeah, they have started really well. I think when you got beat once this season, which was just the Saturday just gone. If you look at the data and you look at how they played, they probably dominated a large part of the football match that they played in, and probably should have got much more of a positive result than what they actually did. I feel that there's aspects of them that will be vulnerable. There'll be aspects of us that will be vulnerable. Like I say to you, I think every single week they play a lovely attacking style of football that I've enjoyed sort of trying to get grips with, and the way they rotate and the way they pass, and you can see they're very, very well coached, and we know there's going to be a decent crowd following them. There's going to be a lot of noise in there, and we've got to make sure that we match that with our effort on the pitch, and then with the fans that come to watch us off the pitch.
Yeah, on paper this should be, if you're a neutral, which I know no one watching this is, but if you're neutral, this should be a really entertaining game.
Our next few games are really entertaining, actually. Tranmere and obviously Shrewsbury and Swindon. You look at these teams have been at a much higher level with their history. I mean, we're competing on the same level as them and expecting to go toe-to-toe, which we believe we can do. So the next batch of games are really, really interesting, and we're looking forward to all the challenges, but I anticipate it's going to be a very exciting game. I don't think it'll be one that you'll sort of sit back in your seat and relax to. I think it'll be on the edge of your seat stuff.
No, that's good stuff as well, because it's also Junior Takeover Day.
Yeah, fantastic.
This weekend. I mean, your thoughts on that?
Listen, anytime we can be inclusive with so many different new supporters, it's important to us. As you well know, we speak consistently about the growth of the football club, and the best way of growing a football club is interacting with the youth and younger people who might not have been to our stadium before, and seeing them in and around the building doing jobs that older people generally do, and giving them the opportunity and giving the reins to the football club for a day. It's something that we embrace and something that we enjoy doing, and in any way we can make this football club a better football club, a more inclusive football club. We're always open to every new way of challenging ourselves and challenging young people as well. Maybe people will see how easy your job is when we do it.
Oh, probably.
Or mine. Or how badly I do mine.
I was going to say, I mean, it has been a long week. I'm looking forward to 5 o'clock on Saturday to sort of lie down. But, I mean, just going back to that open training session we had last week, this is a good follow-up to that, and just, like you say, encourages the youth.
We won't stop. We'll be relentless in everything we do, and that's the message, I think, from the football club, that when we are, how hard the team works, how the style that we want to play, the integration of our new training ground and our academy players, and then how we interact with the fans and people external to the football club, say external or internal, in relation to all part of this journey. And looking forward to it. Last year we had some interesting characters. Like I said, we'll see. Sometimes we make our job look a lot harder than what it actually is, and I think we'll see that at the weekend.
Karl Robinson there joining us here on this week's official Salford City podcast. And that's it for this week's show. A big thank you to Karl and all the players who've joined me this week. So, Salford City hosting Tranmere Rovers on Saturday afternoon at the Peninsula Stadium. It's a 3 o'clock kickoff UK time with turnstiles opening from 1:30. And as it's Junior Takeover Day, there's going to be plenty happening before the game. So for ticketing information and for more details, head over now to the club's official website at salfordcityfc.co.uk. But remember, if you cannot make the game in person, don't forget you can join me on Saturday afternoon with live coverage. Please visit salfordcityfc.co.uk/live for more information. Well, that's it for this week's show. A big thank you for joining me, and you have a good weekend. Bye-bye.